Rafiki's Planet Watch and Conservation Station. So in order to get to the conservation station, you actually have to come through Africa and then get a train. This does shut slightly earlier than the rest of the park, and it is one of the few times that we are deliberately shown backstage areas. So all of the seats on the train are facing in a specific direction in order for you to see the backstage enclosures of some of the animals. The animals are able to choose whether they want to stay out on the savannah and the safari or whether they want to come to these backstage areas. At night they are encouraged to come in, but they're not forced to. Some of the animals are allowed to stay out. Also, when you get to the conservation station, there is a window where you're able to view the veterinary practice. So there is a vet on site here. They use it for not only the animals here, but some of the sea life from over at Epcot in the Living Seas and Seas with Nemo friends. And we're going to have a look around. So come join me.
Here it is.
I don't like it.
Right down in, load the train, down in.
Banca. Y por favor, vigilen a los niños. Gracias.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express with service to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Here, you'll discover a wide range of animal adventures, from the affection section, where you can get up close and personal with domesticated animals like goats, sheep, and more, to sneak peeks at animal care in action at our veterinary, nutrition, and science centers. Also, be sure to check out the animation experience at Conservation Station, where you can learn to draw your favorite Disney characters, inspired by live animals from one of our animators. The tradition of animals and animation reaches all the way back to Walt Disney himself and his long-standing passion for conservation. He believed it was important that we protect our wildlife and preserve our natural world. This sense of motivation shaped his legacy, from animation to conservation, to the fairy adventures we offer here at Disney's Animal Kingdom each and every day. As we make our way to Rafiki's Planet Watch, keep an eye out for some of the exciting wildlife we might encounter along the way, and the highly trained specialists who care for them. From ostriches and rhinos to the mighty African elephant, the species we care for here at Disney's Animal Kingdom are some of the very same animals that inspired animated classics like The Lion King, The Jungle Book, and more. Did you know Bambi was the first animated feature to bring live animals into the studio? In the 1940s, Walt Disney and his animators modeled characters from the film after the movements and natural behaviors of their real-life counterparts. Even with the latest advances in computer animation, this tradition continues today, as animators travel throughout the world to observe animals in their own surroundings. And that includes here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
We are now approaching Conservation Station at Rafiki's Planet Watch. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please sit all the way back against the bench and avoid leaning out toward the railing. Remain seated until the train comes to a full stop, and please be sure to watch your shoulder as you exit. Go well and explore.
Hi everybody, we're approaching Rafiki's Planet Watch. This will be our one and only stop. Over here you can find our petting zoo, veterinary clinic, and our animation experience. For our wilderness explorers, we also have 5 badges you can earn, as well as some more animals for you to see. Once you're done with your time exploring, return to Conservation Station to head right back to Harambe Station where you started your journey. The train runs every 5 to 7 minutes to bring you right back to where you started. Once again, this is Rafiki's Final Watch, our one and only stop. Next stop will be Harambe Station. Thank you everyone and have a wild day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Now we need to. The one that I said.
While I'm here outside Disney Conservation Station, I thought that it'd be a good time to talk about some of the things that Disney does for the environment, conservation and so on. So Disney uses 50% biofuel in all their buses to try and be better for the environment. It's also recently started breaking down glass in order to repurpose it back into sand to use on riding trails and so on. There's also the Disney property is broken down into 3 sections. So a third of it is developed land, a third of it is undeveloped land, and a third of it is always dedicated conservation land. They also have a very large solar panel area. It's actually shaped like Mickey. So they are trying to do their best to be as aware of the environment and conservation as they possibly can. One of the other things I wanted to just quickly mention is the fact that here in Animal Kingdom there are many efforts to protect the animals. So a couple of the things that you are not allowed here in Animal Kingdom is actually straws. So plastic straws are not allowed here, so that in case they fall into animal enclosures, only the paper ones. Lids for the takeaway cups, again they can fall into an enclosure, and even down to balloons in case they pop and again fall into an enclosure, and that can actually be something that an animal can pick up and try and eat. So they want to be careful of what's going on here in the animals, so remember that if you ever come to Animal Kingdom. So as you can see there, even though this is a petting station, the animals are able to get away from the people. So they're either in these enclosed areas, or like these ones, people aren't allowed past those blue ropes. So it means that they can still freely move around and not have to worry about people. They can choose if they want to or not. Looks like we've got a bit of a standoff going on over here. So I do believe that this Komodo dragon is actually a sibling of the one on the Maharaja Jungle Trek, from what I've been told. You see it just there in the hole. There is the animation experience here where you can learn to draw on some of the characters inspired by the animals here at Animal Kingdom. I did this a few years ago and drew Shere Khan. I know someone did it not long ago and drew Flash from Zootopia. You're going to get different ones each time. So you can see how many conservation efforts Disney is involved in. And now we're going to head into the conservation station itself before we enter it. So this is the nutrition centre. Hello, I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much. So in some of these enclosures it's quite hard to see the animals. I can just about see part of the boa. I don't know if you can see very well on your screen in the pot just down here. So I could spend all day trying to find the animal in all these enclosures, but that would take, as I said, all day. So I'm just giving you a little overview of what some of the enclosures look like. And if you happen to spot the animals on the video, then mention, make a comment. I'd love to hear from it. So this is actually a veterinary clinic. You can see they've got a surgeon's table. They've done all sorts of things on here. They had the kangaroo here at one day when I was doing a backstage tour. And they had an animal in here not that long ago. And they've had even things down to the crocodiles in here. So you can see today at 8:30 they had animal in here.
So the two girls came here, the other two girls went to other facilities, and they bred there. Right now we have 3. So we can house 2 more. There's a possibility we're thinking about our own 2 boys going over to the other side because they are 9 years. They will be approaching 9, I believe it is, this year. So there's a possibility they'll stay right here in the house. Yeah.
So today they're doing Timon. So that's it from me here at the conservation station. As you can see why I did this as a separate video, even though the entrance is in Africa. I think it deserves its own. I am going to be taking the train back, so you're welcome to come and take the train back with me. But if this is your last stop, then thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment if you saw any of the animals in those enclosures, things like that. Or if you've got anything that you want to add, let me know. I'd love to learn more myself.
Gracias.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express with service from Rafiki's Planet Watch to the village of Harambe. As you head back out into Disney's Animal Kingdom, we hope you take with you a great appreciation for the very journey that led us here.
everyone, I ask that you please stay seated and hands inside the train. Thank you.
You see, it was Walt Disney's passion for animals and conservation that led him to send film crews across the globe to capture dramatic footage of wildlife in remote locations. Walt Disney's True Life Adventure series touched the hearts of millions of viewers, inspiring a spirit of conservation and paving the road for the nature documentaries we see today. That same power eventually inspired the creation of Disney Nature, the latest continuation of this wildlife storytelling tradition. With the release of powerful films like African Cats, Born in China, and Penguins, Disney Nature creates a unique opportunity to connect with wildlife on an emotional level, inspiring us to preserve nature through care and understanding. And did you know that each film provides an opportunity for filmgoers to become conservationists just by seeing the films? A portion of the first week's ticket sales for each Disney Nature release is directed through the Disney Conservation Fund to support specific conservation initiatives with nonprofit organizations around the globe. It was this rich legacy of animal storytelling that inspired the idea of Disney's Animal Kingdom, a place that celebrates our deep connection with animals, the magic of nature, and the wonder of exploration that comes from preserving and protecting our natural world. As you venture out into the park or make your way back to wherever you call home, remember that legacy lives in you. We are now approaching the Monterey train station. Sit all the way back to the bench and avoid leaning out toward the rail. Remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop, and please be sure to watch your head as you exit. Go well, and remember, preserving the magic of nature begins with you. Asante.
Versus like